They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. Opportunity to get a statement victory, as we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. A first down for the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football.
It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with 2 of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Vols will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. set, first down. The run from the shotgun. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. They've got him! Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
Yeah, and I tell you, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical. And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively. Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the Buffaloes brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, your entire playbook moving forward.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Buffaloes are on the move. Scanning the field, it's Sanders. The sweet feet buy a little time. Still on his feet at the 45. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, he drops the throw. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
Working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. So they're facing third and short from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage, even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field.
And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you can see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
A third and long coming up here. Quarterback checking off. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young.
And the pass is intercepted. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle, it's Horn. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
To the air, it's Sanders. Makes his connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
Excellent field position here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Yeah, and these halfbacks, man, they're wide receivers now. They do so much work in practice now with the wide receiver group, and you could see it there. Sells like he's going outside, sticks his foot in the ground, angles to the middle of the field. Quarterback finds him for the first down.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air, it's Sanders. Fires and picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. The Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And they got him for the sack.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Slips a tap, but now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear them.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Throws for the tight end. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Still running at the 40. The expressway is wide open. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown ball.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
To the ground with the back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To throw, it's Sanders. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
A stripe downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
First down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we're all tied up.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking.
Back to the air one more time. He makes the connection. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water dogs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Give to the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
He makes a grab. Touchdown, Colorado. They move on top here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field.
Here we go.
Try to get it to the edge. At the 40, there he goes. Flying down the right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch. It's Horn. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. Dropping back. It's Sanders. Soft spot in the middle. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. Just saw one there on the crossing.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And you can consider me surprised. I didn't think they'd go for it in this situation. 4th quarter, game tied. I'm shocked. I'm surprised. Now the defense has to come out there, make sure they get some stops here, give their offense another chance to go redeem themselves.
The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And the Volunteers in the hurry-up. Run in the red zone, it's Sampson. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This kicker has missed his only attempt and desperately needs this one for the game. Just drives it between the uprights. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Hit the afterburners, kid. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. There's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things.